Successful online businesses are everywhere we look. Warby Parker, Brandless, Dollar Shave Club, Bonobos. I could go on and on with this list, but the thing is, what does it take to build the next successful online store? Hi everyone, my name is Paweł Ogonowski and I'm the e-commerce optimization guy. Usually I talk about e-commerce optimization, but it's just a part of the things it takes to build a successful online business. That's why today I've got 5 bulletproof tips for you to follow if you want to create the next billion-dollar online store. And as far as I know, they are also applicable if your dreams are a bit smaller. 1. Identify an underserved customer segment that can benefit from better product or service. All successful online retailers began by pinpointing a dissatisfied or underserved market. Casper revolutionized the highly competitive mattress space by targeting the biggest pain every customer faced. What was that pain point? An overwhelming number of options. People were bewildered by the sheer number of options and multiplicity of features that were available. Casper understood that more isn't always better and created a smaller range of exceptionally designed mattresses. They topped that up with a 100-day free sleep trial and an innovative way to deliver their product. Warby Parker, an online retailer of prescription glasses and sunglasses, is yet another example. When they started out, there was a single behemoth, Luxottica, that served most of the market. Luxottica is a vertically integrated company responsible for most of the well-known brands that you know: Ray-Ban, Persol, Oakley, Chanel, Prada, Versace, and DKNY. So if you wanted some trendy eyeglasses, then you knew where to go. But there was just one problem. These eyeglasses were ridiculously expensive. Warby Parker noticed this gap. They created a USP that consisted of a mix of designer branding, superb customer service, high quality, and moderate price. And that's why today they are on a rise. So the first thing you should focus on is finding an underserved customer segment that can benefit from better product or service. 2. Create an experimentation-focused culture. The internet grants you a unique opportunity to make improvements very quickly when it comes to your product market fit and marketing messaging. Heck, that's what this YouTube channel is all about. At the very early stages, your main task is to develop a great, unique selling proposition, USP. Of course, you need to A/B test your ideas. This is what Sasti Party used to validate its USP of non-toxic, compostable party tableware. When it showcased its USP on the homepage, as opposed to having a generic design, conversion increased by 250%. Once you have established a rock-solid USP, it's time to adopt the keep on testing mantra. Please, just don't stop till you reach the velocity of Fabletics, a brand owned by Textile Fashion Group. Adam Goldenberg, who happens to be the CEO of the group, revealed the number of customer experience tests the company had undertaken in the previous year. How many tests do you think they have conducted? What was your guess? 100, 200, or maybe 400? Not even close. 2,000 experiments. Can you imagine? Textiles teams approach traffic acquisition in a similar agile way. They design and test a whopping 35,000 ad creatives every year and verify 150 TV commercials. In just 16 days from the start of their New Year's advertising campaign, they were able to come up with a creative and a landing page that were 2 times more effective than those that were served on the first day. Or at least that's what their CEO said during Shop Talk. 3. Over-deliver on customer expectations. Have you heard of the Net Promoter Score yet? It measures customer satisfaction by asking a single question. How likely is it that you would recommend our company, product, service to a friend or colleague? And collecting responses on a scale of 1 to 10. By working to boost NPS, you'll achieve 2 important outcomes. First off, you'll be pushed to develop processes that deliver new, innovative ways to boost customer satisfaction, differentiating yourself from competitors and providing an array of unique selling points, USPs, in the process. 2. Delighted customers are much more likely to promote your store and keep coming back. The knock-on result is a boost to your average customer lifetime value, which is arguably the most important e-commerce metric. NPS is cool because you can find lots of benchmarks like npsbenchmarks.com, which will tell you that Warby Parker is north of 80, which is a huge achievement. So, delight your customers. Be like Warby Parker. 4. Growth sucks cash. Find cheap capital to fuel it. If you don't have cash, you can't grow. It's as simple as that. What is more, poor management of capital at growth stage can prove fatal to a fledgling e-commerce store. Have you ever heard of cash conversion cycle? Vern Harney defines it in the following way. Cash conversion cycle measures company-wide how long it takes between when you spend $1, marketing, design, rent, wages, etc., until you get that dollar back. If you get a grip on this metric, it will turn out that you can make bigger investments without raising more cash. You can increase the amount of cash available for investment by asking to be paid sooner, shortening product delivery cycle times, and renegotiating payment terms so that you have as much time to pay your bills as possible, and expanding your margin. 5. Build a brand. Successful online retailers invariably have stellar brands. Chewy, Warby Parker, Casper, even good old Amazon. It's difficult to overstate the importance of branding, and in many cases, it often trumps other major e-commerce goals. The guys at Warby Parker didn't spend a dime on advertising for the first 3 months. Instead, they focused on generating positive PR, telling their story, and creating a positive brand image. The upshot was a great deal of positive publicity and appearances in major publications like GQ. Developing a brand is not an easy task. Developing a great one is even more daunting. However, there is a small shortcut. Try asking yourself, what successful offline brands do I know do a poor job online? Asking these questions can be immensely useful in pinpointing underserved online markets that are eager to connect with online brands that embody the stories and missions of offline retailers. Your job would be just to emulate a selected brand in the online world, targeting the same demographic with similar messaging and activities. Summing it up, 5 tips if you want to build the next successful online business. 1. Identify an underserved customer segment that can benefit from better product or service. 2. Create an experimentation-focused culture. 3. Over-deliver on customer expectations. 4. Growth sucks cash. Find cheap capital to fuel it. And 5. Build a brand. Follow these tips and you will build yet another highly successful online store. Okay folks, that's all for today. Remember to subscribe to Bite Size E-commerce Optimization channel and don't forget to like this video. Have a great day and see you in the next episode. Ta-ta!